And the reason for this is obvious. You've got companies like Nike or like Apple that build their products, they build their products basically in poorer countries. Apple builds a lot of phones in China, but Nike and a lot of cheap clothing manufacturers build their clothes in Bangladesh or Cambodia or Vietnam. And suddenly the cost of an iPhone was going to like nearly double in the US, or the cost of cheap clothes would be increasing by 50, 60%. And, if you're selling cheap clothes to poorer Americans, they can't afford to pay 50, 60%. And what would have happened is the sales of things like iPhones, which might still happen because the China tariffs are still on, would have collapsed. The sales of clothing would have collapsed. And, you could have seen the bankruptcy of companies like Nike. It's crazy to say, but it is possible. Financial markets went totally insane. They were freaking out. And I traded through the COVID crisis at home on my laptop, but I traded in the 2008 crisis as a professional trader. In a lot of ways, markets to me felt crazier last week than they did during the beginning of COVID or the beginning of 2008. And I think the reason for that was, even in 2008 was really serious. We were really talking about like a really serious potential global economic depression. We knew that at the very least, the governments wanted to avoid a global economic depression. But in the last week, we didn't really know that.